Hey folks, I'm David. This is Live in Texas, Hidden Spring Farm. Well, months ago I got a package in the mail, and it was an upgrade for our 2023 Kioti RX7320. That's our big tractor that we have here on the farm. One thing led to another, and I got too busy to put it on. Well, we got some projects coming in the future, within the next couple of weeks really, where I'm going to be doing some work, and I need to have this upgrade on there before I can use the tractor to complete those tasks. So today, we're going to get that thing installed. Y'all come on and join us. Let's upgrade this tractor. Today, we're going to be installing a grill guard made and designed by Justin over at 511designs.com. Justin got with a friend of his that had an RX7320. He had several requests by owners of RX7320s to come up with this grill guard design so that we could have one for our tractors. He didn't have one at that time. Got a concept together. We were going back through emails and touching base like that through Messenger. And with his friend's help, they come up with this design. Luckily, I got number 2 off the assembly line. The problem with that is it has sat in my shop on the shop floor for months because we have been busy doing too many other things, and I need to get this on. So that's what we're going to do today. Like I said before, we're going to get this installed. It seems like a pretty straightforward way to install it. Got the directions ready to go. Really, the only thing I'm going to have to do that made me quite hesitant for a while, because this is a brand new tractor. I've only got about 40 hours on this tractor, so I'm kind of hesitant in installing this for a while because I have to drill through the brush guard on the tractor. But I'm a little bit past that now. Plus, I've got other things that still need to be done. But with my schedule the way it is, I'm going to get this done today. I'm going to knock it out, put it behind us, and I can finally move some brush that needs to be moved. The first thing the instructions tell you to do is to take these handles, pull these strings, the pin, rotate the handles to the back so that when you mount the grill guard, it doesn't interfere with these. I did that already, except I put the cotter pins on the front like they were before. Probably need to switch them to the back so that guard can slide in. I'm going to pull the spring back, and then I'm going to pull out the cotter pin. All right, the next thing it says to do is remove these 2 bolts from the bottom here. So I'm going to take the nuts off first. I'm going to leave the bolts in there just in case I need to do something. Okay, so it says remove these bolts and nuts. And I'm going to take one out at a time. And it also says install the bolts and nuts that it came with. So, and it says mount them to their flush to the inside portion, because we're going to put the grill on here in a minute. They just want something that's holding that on. We'll put those back in my pocket there. Take this side out. Set it aside. I'm going to set the other side in. Make sure it gets in and it's just flush with the metal. All right, we're going to attempt to put this in. We might have to pull the pins on the factory brush guard and rotate it forward to be able to line everything up properly, but I'm going to try to put this in without that. So this just goes in, and you're going to have this one and this other flange on the other side that are going to line up with those bolt holes. Let's see if we can do that. and get the bolt pushed through without having to rotate the deal down. There we go on that one. All right, that wasn't bad. All right, so they're in. All right, since we got that on and pushed, the bolts are pushed through, we're gonna put the washers on and put the nuts on. And what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna tighten these. Just gonna get them put on, leave them loose. We'll come back and tighten them later. We just want them held in place because we got some other things to go in place that came along with this grill guard. Plus, we still need to drill these holes up here. We just want to make sure everything's aligned properly. But, so look how good that looks with me just holding it up right there. That looks good. Protects the grill of the tractor. That's just an amazing design. Still got room for the headlights and all. They even throw a little 511 design at the bottom with matching paint for Kioti. But we still have to drill the holes over here on this side. And they're going to be going through these points right here. So we got to get this thing rotated up. I'm going to hold it in place with some clamps. And we're going to mark those spots. And we're going to drill the holes. And we'll be set. Okay, I got it held in place. I think now what I'm going to do, instead of trying to reach around back and looking in, I'm going to try to rotate it down. Hopefully it stays gripped with those quick grips. And I'm going to mark it with a marker. All right. So it looks like it's held it in place. Let me get you guys a good look at this, let you see what I'm talking about. So I just gripped the top of the inside of the grill brush guard. But see how I wanted to keep it off of the tube at the top? Just a slight space there. And then I've kept these little ears on the end of this in line with this out here. So cosmetically it looks better, but at the same time I'm able to keep any kind of rattling down so it's not just sitting on the tube itself. All right, so now this hole right here is where we're going to drill the hole. So I want to take my marker and I'm going to mark around it. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side here. So I rotated the grill guard down, put the factory brush guard back up top. Now I've got my places that I'm going to drill marked. I just need to drill the holes, rotate this back up, put the bolts in. I'll make a little divot right here in the center of these ovals we marked with the marker so we can get our drill started. All right, so I marked my bit at 7/16 mark, and I'm going to drill it out. All right, so it's back in. I'm going to rotate it up and see how it looks with the bolts in it. Bolts in that one. Lines up. Everything lines up just the way I wanted it. Top ears right here, pretty well aligned with the top. Everything's in that way. So all I got left to do is tighten this thing up and install the second part of it. Y'all stick around. The second part's pretty nice. All right, so I'm going to reach back. I'm going to pull the pins and roll it down so we can look at it. As you can see, this is the bolt where I drilled the hole through there, drilled the hole through there. Everything matched up fine. All I need to do now is tighten these and get them to whatever tension I want and to represent the resistance when I roll this down. If I want it to be hard to pull forward or loose to pull forward, I just need to get those tightened to that desire, then come in, tighten these up. All right, so I'm gonna get these top ones tightened here. I don't know if y'all can hear that wind, but all of a sudden the wind's blowing. It's a little cooler. Might be able to hear some of that metal flexing on the roof, but man, it feels good with this cooler air blowing in. It has been humid. I've been sweating my butt off out here. It looks like we might get a little rain, so let's pray that's true. We need every drop. Now I've got to tighten these bottom bolts to be whatever resistance I want this to be when I open it up. All right, bolts are tightened. Now we're going to raise it up. There we are. It's in place. All right. So now we have to take these two bolts out and put another portion down here. Right, so we got both bolts out. Now we're going to put the plate in. Plate goes in like this. Bolts go back in. All right, so the instructions say on this, since I got them snug, instructions say torque them down to 100 pounds. I'm a handy dandy torque wrench. That's 100 pounds for sure. All right, guys, there's the finished product right there. Everything's in, bottom portion's in, and it is sturdy. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this video. I want to say thank you to Justin over at 511designs.com for coming up with this, getting with your friend, getting this design for those of us that have a Kioti RX7320. Truly appreciated. Top-notch work over there. This is a really nice grill guard. I really appreciate it, Justin. Thank you. For everybody else, we appreciate you subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. If you don't mind, tell your friends. We're growing leaps and bounds on this channel. We're having a good time doing it. We appreciate you joining us. Live in Texas, Hidden Spring Farm. You guys have a blessed day.